Hey guys, just want to let you know about the new website, Aspect of the Hunter. If you want to find the latest pet, transmog, or anything else WoW related, head on over to Aspect of the Hunter. It's the home for all us hunters. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ravenclaw here and welcome to some more PvP action. Now, Season 2 is finishing very soon, I think it's on the 28th of March, and Season 3 begins, but also 7.2 drops, so for all you guys that are pushing rating, make sure you get in there and have some fun. Now, this video is to help out some people that have been struggling with survival hunters. So what have I loaded up? I've actually loaded up some bad games that I've played. And I wanted to show you a few things on how to improve your gameplay. For example, I missed a trap there, and I'm going to talk about like bits and pieces throughout the games as we play of what I did wrong and why and what do I need to focus on and other things like that. Now, obviously, first, trap placement. I'm not much of a fan of shooting my traps unless I know we've got them locked down. So, for example, if I net the target down, then I'll know I can land a trap, or if I'm literally like 2 feet away, I'll trap them like that, or you get the idea. So it is very important, especially when you're doing randoms. These games that you're watching now are just randoms. No communication, no nothing. I literally just said, hey, who wants some games? Let's do it. And the hard thing is, because these games are around 2k MMR, so it's not just a matter of, hey, let's just, screw around in some arenas and have some fun. These other teams are actually, good. So, as you see, when it comes to trap placement, you need to have control, especially in randoms, because you can't, tee up CC chains and things like that. So you and your partner have to be on point with what's going on around you. Now, another thing that I've noticed throughout these games is when I'm bursting, I don't wait until I get my full stacks of Mongoose Fury, I think it's called, I can't remember, but before I use my artifact ability. That's another thing that I need to make sure I focus on, because it's like blowing all your cooldowns into a brick wall. You know what I mean? You're sort of wasting their full potential. And another important thing is to watch what's going on around you, not just what's in front of you. For example, like this moment here, we're going to basically end the DK, and what happens is I get really low in health. So what I say about around you is, where is your healer? So if you look here, I know my healer's behind the pillar, so I make my way over to the healer in order to bring the DK to me. So it gets so low that I could go for the kill, but I don't want to die in the meantime. Right there, I throw a trap because he was mid-cast, and throughout the whole game, I knew that he wasn't focusing on anything else around him. So what happened was I stayed near my healer, pulled him away from his healer, and it allowed us to get more pressure on and essentially land the kill. That's another thing that to get better, you have to focus on what you're weak at. That's the bottom line, see? And I'm more than happy to upload these games of where I'm sucking to show the new guys, like the new hunters, survival hunters especially, that, it's not all happy days, and I'm not uploading every game is because it's perfect and all this other stuff. There's heaps of stuff that I need to work on myself, especially going into Season 3. And that's why I wanted to load this particular video up, because I do get asked a lot, I can't get past this bracket, or I'm not doing this, and what's going on, and why is this? Because, you need to record your games and watch them back and just go, oh, you know what? That's why I might have had this off my bar, or, for example, I have, if you look down the bottom right hand of my action bars, right? There's the turtle, the question mark, and the freedom, Master's Call. Now, here's the problem, see? That question mark is bound to my F key, and it's a target player and target arena team macro, but it's over 1. And I didn't realize that until halfway through the match. So as you see here, I've moved it over and I'm allowed. So what was going on is my healer was getting stuck, and he was getting destroyed by the DK and was making me have to pull back and peel for him. If I had that in their early game, it would have been a different story. Little things like this, it makes a world of difference. And it's admitting when you are doing wrong, admitting your faults will allow you to succeed, whether it's in the game or life. Don't think that, I screwed up here, that's it, I'm a failure. It's nothing like that. You screw up, okay, why? And then go, you know what? I'm going to not do that again, and let's make it better next time. That's just how it is with everything. Now, another thing that is important with going into Season 3, well, let's say a few things, right? Is once you have your team ready, okay, you know what comp you're going to play, be true to that comp. Stay with that comp. Don't just go, all right, I'm going to play with you guys for about 5 minutes and then move on. You've got to keep them. Otherwise, your synergy will start to fall down and you'll start getting back into that mentality of, screw it. Oh, that's it. Screw it. I'm not going to win anymore. Anyway, this game here, this is another pure, oh my god moment of a random group. Okay? Now, RMD, essentially, like just RMD in general, is such a powerful threes comp. It has been through all the nerfs and buffs. This game had me on the edge of my seat because I had no idea what my healer was going to do or when. They forced so many cooldowns out of me. I had to play so defensively, and normally it's okay with when it comes to this sort of comp in twos. Like, it's never really an issue. This is what I wanted to talk about in this match. Controlling your pet, okay? Controlling your pet. For example, watch over to the right. I don't think you'll see it after this, but the rogue goes off and eats. So watch, he'll come out of stealth up in the action bars there. So he's out of stealth. This is what I didn't do. Now, if I had my pet on him, he wouldn't have been able to eat and get up any more health. Those are the things. So what I like to do is I like to bind my keys, and I didn't bind it so it would go into the focus target or an off target. Now watch this. I said to myself, yep, game over right here, but I wasn't going to give up. You only give up when you're dead, because obviously you can't do anything. Another thing when you're going against rogues is putting flares down all the time. Just off cooldown, just flare, because, why not? It just stops them from getting invis and, losing the game. Now right here was the oh crap moment. They had locked my healer down and it was GG. Right here I thought, yep, okay. I didn't notice my sack until too late. These are the things that I'm looking at now going, you know what? That's what I need to focus on next. And if I had focused on them earlier, it would have been more fluent of a game. Yeah, we win, but that's not the point. It's these little tiny subtleties that you really got to make sure you go, hey, don't lose them. Don't do that again, because once you get up higher, for all you guys that haven't broken 2k yet, once you get over 2k, 2200, 2400, things like that, those little subtleties are going to become massive flaws. So nut them all out now, get them all working now, and then when you go into Season 3, you've got a good mindset. Practice. BG's a great place to practice. Don't go in there wanting to win and all that stuff. If you go in there practicing, thinking, all right, today I'm going to focus on mobility. Because in BG's, everyone just tackles everyone and it's a big free-for-all, you know what I mean? Yes, there's objective players, but majority of the time, you've either got a new player that's got a new class going to town in a BG, you've got people trying out new specs, you've got, I don't know, anybody, PvEs that are going to PvP for the first time. They're just going to go all over the place. So if you can practice your mobility, your skills, your every little bits and pieces, then that will help you going into Season 3. Now, here, this is the last match, okay? And I've been asked a lot coming up to Demon Hunters. Okay, so Demon Hunters, they are crazily overpowered. In my opinion, they hit like trucks, but that's all they've got really. When it comes to overall utility, yeah, they've got good mobility and stuff, but apart from their stun, and when you're going a pally Demon Hunter, you're going to DR each other straight away. But the banish is where it's at. Out of Metamorphosis, you can pretty much mitigate that damage and lock them down and all that stuff. But once meta comes up, if you haven't got all your CCs or your defensives up, it's game over. So my tips for this: make sure you take Diamond Ice, the trap, okay? Because what you want to do is you want to lock that Demon Hunter down in meta form. Save your trap when he goes into meta, because especially if he's got a trinket, because the healer can't dispel it, right? And they can't get out of it due to damage. Secondly, save your sacrifice, save your freedom for when your healer knows that it's going to be an oh shit moment. All these things are going to make sure that you save the game. When it's a pally, Holy Pally Demon Hunter, focus the pally. Just pressure the pally, also making sure that you peel for your healer. Now, they're going of this one here. Now, in my other video, when Avenging Crusader comes up, you really need to sort of CC the pally or just get out of pally's way. But when it's with a Demon Hunter, you want to make sure you keep those CCs for the Demon Hunter. Otherwise, it's game over, especially getting into dampening and stuff. Other than that, make sure that you try and outrun the Avenging Crusader, because with no hits comes no heals. That's pretty much what I found. I've played probably about another 4 games with a Pally Demon Hunter. We've won all 4 from this same strategy. We basically focused on the healer. I made sure the priest was dispelling bop and mass dispelling bubble, so that way I can keep the pressure going without losing any burst. Those are the little things. But the main thing I want to recap on is make sure your traps are on point. Don't go throwing traps just because like I said, once you get over 2k, those little subtleties are going to be big flaws. Miss a trap, could fail a game. You understand. Secondly, synergy. Make sure you get a good group together, synergize with each other, and take the losses with the wins, because losses are important too. You need to go back, reflect, and go, all right, I missed a trap, or you didn't clone, but don't rip on each other. That makes a solid team. Go watch any high-rated player, any YouTuber. You'll see that they synergize, that they talk about what they did, and all that other stuff. Finally, make sure you mitigate your defensive cooldowns and whatnot efficiently, and your offensive cooldowns practically. Like, don't go shooting into defensives, wait for all the defensives to be used, and then go to town on whoever you feel like. It was just a short video because I've been away for a few days in the mountains, and I wanted to sort of recap for those who have been sending me messages on Facebook and stuff like that about Season 3, really wanting to go well, but what should they do, what spec should they play, and all that. So hopefully this helps. Don't be afraid to admit that you lost. By the way, look at this. This Demon Hunter gets locked, like in midair. I don't know what happened there, and it was game over. I don't know. But yeah, don't take the loss as if that's it, game over. Just take it as a stepping stone to make you better. But other than that, guys, I hope you're all enjoying getting ready for Season 3. And other than that, you keep on sniping, you amazing people, and I will see every single one of you in the next video. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.